Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to teach you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And one thing you should know is that the color of this centerpiece tells you the color, which side it should be. So this whole side would be white, this whole side would be green, this one would be yellow, this one would be blue, then this whole side would be orange, and then this would be red. So I usually start off with one that's mostly solved, and which is this white one. And so you start off with a cross in middle pieces. These are the middle pieces, and then these are the corners. So, and then you want to match them up with their color, so then they can match and then be in the correct spot. And so this needs to go over there. So we turn that over here, then we bring this down, and at the same time we can get this over here in the correct spot. Then just bring that up. And then now we only need two more middle pieces, so let's find them. Here's one, and if you want to get this over here, you put this one down here, and then that up, and then like that, so then you can get that back. And then you want this, you want the white, or whatever side you're doing, on the opposite, on the bottom, and this on the top, and it matching this color, so then you can just do a 180 turn and get that right in. And then you just need one more middle piece. Same thing. I'm going to do a different example. And so for this one, if it's right here like this, and then you need this to get over here, so that can go up, you just push this up, and then put this up, and then put that back, and then you got that in. And then the next thing you want to do is get the corners in the right spot. So like this one needs to go right here in its correct spot, red, green, white. So we do that by putting this down, turning that over there, and putting that up. And then you can just get that in there like this. And then this is in the right spot, but it's just flipped wrong. So what we do for that is put this down, put this to the side, and put that back up, so then it can, so it's right here, then you can get that in. And then you could either do this, or you could do this. Same thing. And then you want another corner in the right spot, so if we get this corner in there, if we put it like that, it can match its color. And then we put this to the side, so then it would save that and not mess it up. And then put this back, and then put that back. And then you got it in. Now just one more. And then this one, it's on the bottom, so what you want to do is turn this to the side, and then do a 180 degrees turn, and put that back up, and then put this up here so then that can go in like that, and just put it in. So once you got the first layer done, flip it over, and then find a piece that does not have yellow in it, or whatever this side is. And then you match it up with its color right here. And then you see this needs to go over here. If it goes right there, it's going to be in its correct spot, matching the two middle pieces, the two center pieces. And so, but you can't really do that. And then, but you have to do a certain turns to get that in there. So you might want to write this move down, and which ways to turn it, and so here it goes. So whenever you're trying to get this over here, this to the right side, you do this move. Then you got that in. And sometimes there would just be only yellow pieces, and then what you do is just do that move do that move that I just told you to get another piece, to get one yellow in there, and then get that piece out and put it in here so then you could swap it, put it in. And then this needs to go on the left side, so we would do the same thing but just reverse. So it looks like this. Then you got it in. And then this needs to go over here, so you do the same thing. Memorize this move. And then this needs to get in here, so you do that right one that I showed you in the beginning, where it needs to get in there, so like this. Then you got that in. Then you got the first two layers. And then, just like on the bottom, you want to get a cross. But they don't have to match these colors yet. So once you get the cross, you do a certain move to get them in the right spot. So do that move. And then to get across. And then, see, this is in the right spot. You keep on turning it until you find two pieces that are right next to each other, and then you put them in the top right corner, and then memorize this move. Then you got all the pieces in the right spot, matching its center. And then you just keep on doing this move to swap these corners, and you want to get them so then they're in the right spot, but they don't have to be in the right spot. They can be flipped. So you do this move. Until you see that they're in the right spot. Sometimes they will all be in the right spot and they'll skip a step. You save a move like that, like what I just did. And so if they're in the right spot, hold this. See, it's in the right spot, but it's flipped. You hold that piece, or it can be solved. Might be. You hold it in the top right corner, and then do that same move that I just told you. And then you see you got all the corners in the right spot, but just flipped wrong. And then, so you can just keep on doing the same move over again, but I'm going to show you two to speed it up. So when the yellow, or whatever color that is, that's up here, is facing you, you do this move. And you got that in. And it looks like you mixed up something, but you actually solve it in the end. And then same thing, it's facing you, so you do it. And then it's the same thing, so you do the same thing. And I'll show an example of the other side. Say it was it might look like this, where it's on the right side. Then you would do this move. But then you would solve it, but since I flipped a piece, it would be impossible to solve. So yeah, I just flip a piece and then I can solve it again. Well, anyway.